Chapter 7, Human Communities and the Environment. Myself, Aravinda K.S., guest lecturer in Environmental Studies, Government Women's College, Madur. Content: Human population growth. Under that, we study the population growth variations among nations and growth rate, population explosion and its causes, effects, control measures. Next one, effects of population growth on our environment. Next one, environment and human health. Next one, human and child welfare. Human population growth. Human population growth and the variation among nations of the population growth. Definition of population. Population can be defined as a group of individual of a species occupying a definite geographical area at a given time. The specific study of human population is called demography. Population growth. Human population took several thousand years to attain the stability. The dramatic rise in human population has caused more concern and put a great strain on the world natural resources and quality of our life. The growth of medical science and scientific advancement, increase in food production leading to a more stable life resulted in a rapid growth of the human population. The growth of any population takes place in three phases. The growth of any population takes place in three phases. First one is lag phase, second one is rapid growth phase, third one is stabilization phase. Lag phase. In this phase, the population grows slowly as the population tries to establish itself and start to adjust to its surrounding, and this primary phase is called lag phase. Rapid growth phase. Due to improvement in living condition, food, etc., the population adjusts to the environment and start to expand rapidly, and this stage is called rapid stage phase. Stabilization phase. This is the third and last phase of the study of the population, where the population is regulated to stabilization by the nature when it reached its limit to the carrying capacity. Population in the world is currently growing at a rate of around 1.05% per year. The current average population increase is estimated at 81 million people per year. The latest world population projection indicate that world population will reach 10 billion in the year 2057. Human population growth variations among nations. Today, nearly 7.8 billion people live on our planet, which are distributed very unevenly in different regions of the world. The population distribution in a country depends on many social, economic, and technological factors. This is highly urbanized and industry places population will be generally high. List of 7 continents ranked by current population. List of the 7 continents ranked by current population. The first continent having highest population sharing is Asia. Second one is Africa. Third one is Europe. Fourth one is North America. Fifth one is South America. Sixth one is Australia or Oceania. Seventh one is Antarctica. There is no population share in Antarctica. According to the worldometers.info, countries by percentage of world population. Here we see pie chart indicate 25 countries are sharing percentage distribution of world population. The first place goes to the China, second place India, third one is United States, fourth one is Indonesia, fifth one is Pakistan, sixth one is Brazil, 25th one is Myanmar. China under China having 18.20% means 18.20%. India is 17.50% of world population sharing according to the worldometers.info. Growth rate. What is meant by growth rate? A population growth rate is the increase in the number of person in the population during a certain period of time expressed as a percentage of the population at the beginning of all the time periods. The average annual growth rates for all the ages as well as for particular age groups are calculated on the assumption that growth is continuous. Population explosion. Definition: the dramatic increase in the population explosion size over a relatively short period is called population explosion. The human population was 1.6 billion in 1900. and by 1960 it became 3 billion and 5 billion by 1987, and currently the world population is 78 7.8 billion. It would climb 9 billion by 2037. The population is increasing by more than 81 million per year. That is after 12 to 12 or 13 year, a billion people will be added to the present population. Causes for the population explosion. First one is poverty. There is a belief that the poverty can be removed if they have more number of people in a family. Lack of awareness awareness regarding the effects of population explosion. Illiteracy. Lack in education also leads to the population explosion. Scientific and medical advancement, economic stability, religion, and social cultural practices. These are all the causes for the population explosion. Effects of population explosion. Population explosion leads to many socio-economic problems in the society. Some of them are lack of space as a land resource is a non-renewable resources. Lack of food means starvation due to limited availability of cultivated land. Unemployment, lack in education, energy crisis due to increase in human needs, lack of medical facilities, depletion of natural resources, as some resources are limited and non renewable. Environmental degradation due to pollution and the over exploitation of natural resources. Effect on health and hygiene due to malnutrition. Illiteracy. Illiteracy also comes under effects of population explosion. Next, move on to control measures of population growth or population explosion. Control of population explosion is the major concern at the present situation, as it is the basic root cause for all the population problems that the present world facing. Though it is not possible to control the population growth, we can minimize the population growth by adopting various methodologies at every stage as mentioned below. Education is the first control measure, includes compulsory education to the child and women. Human awareness through different sources. Mass media means TV programs highlighting the effects of the population explosion. Street plays and dramas organized by government and NGOs. Eradication of superstitious and cultural practices. Child marriages should be prevented. Abolished cultural practices. preventing universal marriage, adopting family planning programs. These are all the control measures for population explosions. Effects of population growth on our environment. One of the main factors responsible for the environmental degradation is the population growth or population density. In particular, population density plays the most important role in shaping the socio-economic environment. It affects or felt on the natural environment as also generally generation of waste is the first effect face problem or effects faced by our environment. Generation of waste in the rural area or in urban area through human activities, threat to biodiversity, another one is strain on forest, effects on human health. Industrialization causes environmental degradation. Adding some industrialization means due to industrialization, adding some chemicals through into the environment. It causes water pollution, underground pollution, land degradation. Another one is we can lose we lose in the future fertility of soil, disease caused by environmental degradation. Environmental degradation is also due to transportation development, climate change. Environmental degradation not only harms the health but also reduces the economic productivity. These are all the effects of population growth on our environment. Environment and human health. There's a relationship between environment and human health. If you're having a good environment, you must having human good health ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Must having a human good health. The effect of our environment on human health. What are the effects? All first of all, we should know the what is meant by health. Health is a stage of physical, mental, and social well-being, and not only a merely an absence of disease. Health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being, and not only a merely an absence of disease. The environment plays a crucial role in physical, mental, and social well-being. The complex relationship between environmental factors and human health, taking into account multiple pathways and interaction, should be seen in a broader spatial, socio-economic, and current cultural context. The degradation of environment through air pollution, noise, chemical, poor quality of water, and loss of natural areas combined with lifestyle changes may be contributing a substantial increases in rates of obesity, diabetes, disease of the cardiovascular and nervous system, and cancer. Reproductive and mental health problems are also on the rise. Asthma, allergies, and some types of cancer related to the environment pressure are of particular concern for children. The environment and the human health are directly related to each other. Environment plays a key role in the formation of good health of living beings, but as the environment goes on degrading due to the human activities, it affects directly on human health. For example, mining process leads to the environment degradation, which causes devastating effect on humans. The effects of the environment on the human health can occur in two ways. First one is direct ways, second one is indirect ways. Direct ways. The direct effect effects like causing disease, psychological changes brought by the environment are some of the directly related to the human health effect. Such effects are called direct effect. Indirect effect. The indirect effects are those secondary effects on the human health which caused due to the degradation of the environment. Some of the indirect effects which are which lead by the degradation of the environment are as follows. First one is depletion of natural resources. The unhealthy environment may reduce the productivity of the natural resources, leading in the usage of more and more natural resources, causing rapid depletion of natural resources. Depletion in biodiversity, unsustainability in society, the deterioration of the environment will create a conflicts and wars, starvation, as the degradation of environment leads in the loss of productivity in the agricultural land causing starvation. Last and final topic is women and child welfare. Women and child or children constitute a constitute an important component of human resource development. Due to various social cultural factors, majority of sorry women does not get opportunities to realize their full potential. Child welfare involves providing social services to children and young people whose parents are unable to fulfill their child rearing child rearing responsibility, or whose communities fail to provide the resources and protection the children and family require. In order to get suitable development empowerment of the women and children is must. Realizing this, Government of India has undertaken following measures for the women and children. First step is STEP. STEP step means support to training employment for women. Second one is Rural Women's Development and Empowerment Project. Swashakti Project. Third one is Indira Mahila Yojana. Fourth one is Balika Samruddhi Yojana. Fifth one is Reservation in Politics and in Employment. Right of child to get the primary education. Midday meals in the schools to tackle the malnutrition and Problem in children's free primary education, banning the child labor through Child Labor Act 1986, prevention and regulation. Thank you.